everybody, how's it going? Welcome to my tarot card video for Thanksgiving of 2023. How y'all doing? If you don't know, I've decided today's tarot card theme is going to be a couples theme. I should have waited until I started shuffling the cards to say that part. So I'm just gonna interrupt that really quick and do a kind of a short little introduction to this tarot card video and this tarot card space we have. One of the ways is here's Ruby. And then Banjo's a tarot card puppy Banjo. He has his little space right in front of me with the window open. Feels nice outside today in San Antonio, Texas. It was 39 degrees this morning. And it's gotten a little warmer since then. It's 7 o'clock. It's now 9:45. Also, quick note, my mom just informed me that there might be yard people. So there might be a little break, maybe even a change of scenery if that happens. Of course, it's going to be unfortunate because the yard people do 3 houses, so all right next to each other. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Anyway, got this eucalyptus. Still got my eucalyptus candle. I'm almost done with it, but it smells so good. I like it. So I got the eucalyptus going on here. I got these 2 things. Got sand dollar. Can y'all see? I gotta do that thing. Got a sand dollar. So pretty. Which is actually an animal. I don't know if y'all know this. Sand dollars are animals. This is one we didn't find at the beach. I think we bought it at like a little gift shop by the beach. But yes, sand dollars are actually classified as animals. Kingdom Animalia. They're I looked up their names just now. I kind of forget. Like Clip something, a Chino something for the order and phylum. And I also got this land snail shell, also an animal. Oh, pretty, right? So I have these over here. All the turkeys my mom got this Thanksgiving season. I also, so my voice doesn't get raspy, got Topo Chico. What you doing, Frida? Go ahead and open this now. Yay. I'm staving the lids. I'll put it right here so it doesn't spill on my stuff. This one is not my favorite. I'll move it out of the video. Okay. So I got the tarot card deck. And today, I've already decided on the theme of couples, partners. If you're not in a partner or couple, maybe you can do like a friend. Maybe this will apply to you. Not too sure. We'll see how things go. But right now I'm just kind of like focusing on doing 2 spreads for a couple. Those in commitment, relationship, whatever you want to use. Terminology you want to use. And I got 2 towels here, one for each spread. Just it'll be less confusing, a little bit more organized that way. And it just happened to be a pink and blue towel. It's the ones I have clean right now. I have a snow leopard towel, but Ben is using that for his food and water bowl. So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 spreads today. This Thanksgiving is your tarot card reader. Because I am really thankful for relationships. Sometimes you think you don't need a relationship or whatever, and you know what, good for you. But you know, Mitchell. 1 second. Season shirt. Little turtle shirt. Thank you, Benjo. Tarot card, Puppy Benjo. Yeah, 1 second. Okay. So I'm really thankful for relationships. And I think just the history of relationships are just kind of interesting. As far as you know, reasons people form that union. There's been a lot of different ways in which human civilization, history, has participated in that. So this Thanksgiving tarot card reading, I'm gonna focus on partnerships. And as always, this is a general reading. And I always assume that my tarot card client is somebody with a good heart and good intentions as the baseline. I'm not reading evil people's tarot. Okay? So as far as giving the reading, that's always who I'm like talking to. So what I'm trying to say is, if I get something in the reading that's like negative or something like that, I automatically take it as that's not you and that's an influence on you or whatever. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Because as your tarot card reader, anything else is? As your tarot card reader, Cat Tarot, sometimes readings can get negative. I try not to hide anything from you, but of course I always try to look at things glass half full. To give a little description in this 10-minute introduction, so I'm going to do 2 readings. I haven't decided about the horseshoe, which is 7 cards, and which I think I'm going to do the horseshoe actually, because it has a hidden influence and outside influence, and I think that would be helpful for today's couple partnership Thanksgiving 2023 reading. Okay, I'm gonna get my pink towel out first. Pink, it kind of looks peach. I don't know. Let me get this towel out and lay the cards down here. See how that goes. Oh, and I have my sketchbook because I always do a drawing with y'all too. It looks like this will probably be a 2-part video. That's okay. I think I have the time. Tracy and my mom are somewhere, and we're supposed to go run errands after that. I want to get my tarot card video in because I got my makeup on. Anyway, so relationships, the history of relationships, and stuff like that. So we'll see where this tarot card readings take us. You ready? Let's shuffle one more time. Angel says cut them thin to win. Okay. And actually no, I think I'm just gonna deal them all out and then flip them over and see where that takes us. Even though I have been looking at the spreads kind of all, the cards all at once. What should I do? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna flip them over actually, especially since y'all can see it kind of better. I don't know. I just think that's important. It's not like a magic trick or anything, but like, I don't know. It's a big part of tarot. So I don't want to leave that element out. All right. So card 1 passed. The Hanged Man. This one's so interesting. I'm doing a painting on the Hanged Man, which I might have to go get. So yeah, the Hanged Man. Major Arcana passed. Present. Queen of Pentacles. Such a good card. Third card is the Hidden Influence. King of Wands. The Obstacle. The Tower reversed. Outside Influence. 7 of Cups. I really like this card. Advice, Solution. The 6th card. The Empress reversed. And 7th card is Outcome Future, which is 6 of Wands reversed. Okay. Alright. I'll put the tape over here with the book because I might need to reference it at some point in time. Alright, so here's reading 1. Partner who's getting the reading first, or maybe you gotta watch the video and then figure it out. I don't know how y'all gonna do it. Anyway, here's the reading. Card 1 passed. Card 7 Outcome Future. Okay, so I might as well just get you on my Hanged Man painting. I'm gonna show you that real quick. One second. Okay, here's my Hanged Man painting. It's not the best card, right? And I think in the traditional tarot card deck, it is like an actual Hanged Man. So I'm doing this painting to kind of represent that. It's supposed to be like the earth. You got the blue and the green there. At least in my painting. I think it's kind of represented here by the tree. So as far as our spread in general, it looks like we have 3 major Arcana deck cards, which usually, for the most part, have to deal with matters of spiritual importance, spiritual guidance, journey, path. And so it might be a lot of it has to deal with, in my opinion, belief and faith, in the sense that there's going to be there's stuff at work that maybe you can't see and verify for yourself. But there's a lot of ways in which we cope with that, like having a cross necklace, or smudging, or you know, all these different ways, having to deal with a lot of major arcana vibes. So I think it's a good sign that in our relationship couple tarot card reading, we have a lot of major cards. With this reading, it looks like there's definitely a lot of partnership going on, and for the better. So I'll go ahead and go through each card and say my thoughts on them. Okay, so the past, we have the Hanged Man. I would say take that for what you will. I'm gonna read the book real quick. I think the Hanged Man, what is that, 12? It's before the Death card and after the Justice card. So this is an interesting card. It has a certain description, and I'm going to take a little liberties with this description here. The Hanged Man says you've climbed up a tree and you got to get yourself down. In the meantime, a little patience and new perspective will do you well. Upright. But this one's actually very interesting because even though the card is upright, he's upside down. I think in the original, I say the original tarot deck, but I think the tarot that like everybody can recognize, not cat tarot. I don't think it's like that. I think he's like, his face is up when he's upright. So I think that makes this a little bit interesting, especially depending on the readings and stuff like that. What I got here is in the past, there's been maybe unfairness, and I wouldn't necessarily say that's of your own doing. Just because of the other cards that we have out here, we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Wands. We have the Six of Wands, a little rascal over here. Not my favorite card. So I think something has happened to where maybe there was a change in environment. That was difficult. And it's not necessarily something everybody goes through, which is very interesting. It's very general tarot. But as far as this Hanged Man in my painting, I think it's very interesting because there's a lot of, I guess, feminine and masculine energy here is denoted with the pink and then the blue. And as far as feminine and masculine, I guess I just mean to say like opposites that work well together, complementary puzzle pieces, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I guess in the past there's been either something's happened with your environment, or somebody, a negative influence has, been a part of your environment. It is what I got for you with this one. I'm sorry, that's a little vague, but and as far as past goes, and it's major arcana, and it's very earthly. I don't know if you believe in past lives or not, but I don't know much about it, but maybe this card has to do with that. But it's the Hanged Man. It's not justice, it's not judgment, it's not death. So there's something like in limbo here. That's a part of your past. Presently, though, it's not a problem for you because she's the Queen of Pentacles. She is the epitome of getting everything done. If there's a task, and she's very focused at the task at hand. She's very hands-on approach. She's not one to be like, oh, well, you take care of that so I don't have to worry about it. So presently is the best of the Pentacle suit, which is very interesting after the Hangman, because Pentacles is like earthly possessions, career, and wealth. So as far as relationships go, presently, you're very wealthy in that aspect, so that's good. And she's focused on herself and I guess what needs to be done. So my guess is presently you have a lot of protection in your living space, and that's something you did. Yeah. And our hidden influence, this is very interesting, is the King of Wands. He's the ultimate leader. Travel and spirituality. Of course, it's the King, and you just had the Queen of Pentacles, so that's very interesting in a couple's reading. But there's a King of Wands. He's the ideal leader. Um, Probably this tells me that there's some sort of influence of compatibility, which is interesting. Why it's hidden, I'm not sure. Maybe that has to do with the Hanged Man. But there's a hidden influence of a lot of compatibility. The power couple. So, and again, Wands is fire, which is travel and spirituality. So, it's really interesting if you think of in the past, it's the masculine energy was the hunters, and the feminine energy were the gatherers and stuff like that. So I think that's very interesting. I'll just leave it at that. The obstacle is the Tower reversed, a major Arcana deck card. This is very interesting, especially for a challenge. This tells me that whatever's happened in the past, presently, and the challenge before you and your partner, because y'all are a team, it's going to be very obvious. It's not going to be hidden, which is good, I would say. Because that's just one thing you don't have to worry about, is finding out what your obstacle is. And it makes sense that it's a major Arcana deck card, in my opinion, because of the Queen of Pentacles and King of Wands. So it's a lot of powerful energy there. So the challenge is going to be very obvious, and it just so happens there's two cats, and my guess would be there's both of y'all there. So the challenge is not one person is doing more work than the other one. That's not what's here in this reading. Y'all work very hard and see each other as equal. So whatever the challenge is, there might be fear. This card in the book description says the cats jump from the cat scratcher at the sound of the lightning. And I think reversed it says when you fall you are humbled, but what if you leap? So as far as the obstacles go, I think as far as talking about faith and wealth, it seems like y'all are going to be, sorry, it's the city solid waste management truck in the back alley. So I really couldn't tell you the exact obstacle. I'm sorry, I feel like this tarot card reading is a little vague. Maybe you don't want me in your business so much, I don't know. And that's fine, that's your decision. But But this tower card is very interesting because even though it's a cat scratcher, I kind of see it as it's called the tower. So I kind of see it as a symbolism of um, either you're stuck somewhere and you need to get out. Like, I don't know, you're in a castle and then you need to get out of the people attacking the castle. Does that make any sense? Excuse me, sorry. That's pretty much how I see the tower is a very territorial, and also a lot of mystery because I guess because of the colors too. So as far as the hidden influence goes, my guess is the hidden influence, the King of Wands, is going to be very handy when it comes to the obstacle, because there might, even though it's an obvious obstacle, there might be a lot of moving parts because of the king and queen nature of what's going on here. When you're the king and queen, a lot is asked of you. So expect great, get great. The obstacle may be obvious. There may be certain hidden elements to that obstacle, but y'all are ready to level up, which is maybe why you've gotten this obstacle. If that makes any sense to you. The outside influence is the Seven of Cups. I love this card. Even though Cups is emotions and how they're kind of like a compass and guide of how you navigate the world in which we all live. You see here, it's a cat looking at got a whole bunch of food. And there's a fish on the wallpaper in the background. I call this a catfish card. Like an actual catfish, not like, you know, the internet catfish. But catfish, they have little whiskers. They're usually found in shallower waters, I think. I don't know why we have a house phone. But anyway, it's a very philosophical card. And I think the book's description, this Cat Tarot book's description says when the card is upright, the answer is no. When the card's reversed, the answer is yes. So you're going to go through your obstacle, which is the tower, and you and your partner are full steam ahead with whatever this obstacle is. You're ready for it. In fact, maybe you've been waiting for this obstacle and preparing for it, considering the Hangman passed. But outside influences philosophy, which I think is really just basically the study of everything. If you check philosophers, they talk a lot about I guess science today. Is it Newton was inspired by an apple falling from a tree, right? And then he like did the gravity or Newton's 3 equations or whatever. So philosophy is very important for a lot of things, and especially, I guess, in this tarot card reading, an outside influences, time, space, opportunity to find out more about, I guess, your hangman past, which is very interesting because it's not a major arcana card, it's a minor arcana card. So I think it's very appropriate with this Queen of Pentacles. Very focused at the task at hand. So you have a very philosophical card, which is your outside influence. So whether that's a book you read or opportunity or something like that, you're gonna get this philosophical moment. And the advice and solution, which is the 6th card, is the Empress reversed. So unfortunately, this is when the Empress is upright, so she's connected to nature, signified by her crown to the stars and stuff. Says don't mistake her little fluffy toy for any kind of weakness. So reversed, it doesn't necessarily mean the opposite, but it's just not the best case scenario, I guess is what I mean to say. But this is still a really great card to get. There's really, excuse me, Topo Chico is carbonated. I'm sorry. Anyway, the Empress card is a really great card to get. There's very few instances in which this is, you see this card and it's like a negative reading. And as far as your past, and your advice and solution is just keep going, because you've gotten through your obstacle, and this is also a part of your journey. The advice and solution. The Hanged Man talks about getting new perspective and patience, and I think this is the card for that. So again, really great reading here. You're gonna level up from Queen of Pentacles to the Empress, and keep going. There might be something that happens that might be unpleasant, but fortunately it's going to be all for a reason. Yeah. And the 6 of Wands over here. Is my video going to cut off? Let's see if my video cuts